Greetings everybody, Cub here. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we placed down almost all the pointed dripstone that you see around here. And yeah, that has brought the canyon to life here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to say. And yeah, because we got all the pointed dripstone down now, and yeah, the inside of the canyon mostly done, I think that now is probably a good time to add a few more caverns around here, fill out a few more areas. So I think that's what we're going to do today. But first, we actually have to go to the end because... Or actually, no, we don't have to go to the end. We can actually go over here. And I should have some XP waiting for me in XPD. The box here. There we go. Beautiful. So we need to repair our pickaxe, our shovel, our netherite hoe, our wood axe. Because when we made the leaf spleef last time, we damaged that pretty severely. Because we had to strip a bunch of oak logs and stuff, but this is the way to repair things, in my opinion. This works super well. Don't even need to go to the end. Just use the XP bottles. And speaking of XP bottles, we may have to go over to the Evil Emporium, check out our derpcoin investment, see if we can maybe purchase some more bottles of enchanting, and see how that investment is doing, by the way. Want to check that out for sure. So there's that one done, and we just swap this out like so. Repair this one. And let's see, are we going to make it all the way there? We're going to have to go to... Yeah, I think we're going to have to go to the Evil Emporium. This might actually get this one. Okay, that got that one, but can it get the shovel? Not quite going to get the shovel. Okay, over to the Evil Emporium we go. Alright, so just flying over the canyon here, and over to the Evil Emporium area. Now, we don't want to go to the Evil Emporium first. We want to actually head on over here to check out our investment, the derpcoin staking area. See how we're doing. Right down here. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, we need to get our pass, don't we? I hear some bad stuff. Yep, still active. Nobody else has been here to buy... Oh, no. So one other person has been here to buy some. Okay, cool. Very good, very good. Alright, so let's see. We got our derpcoin in here. So we need to get out our pass. So if we toss this in... Let's see. Hey! There we go. 49 derpcoin. That is actually a pretty good return on investment. I think we put in 320, we got 49, so not too bad, not too bad. We're getting there, and we're continuing to, continuing to get additional income, additional derpcoin income. Man, that's pretty decent, though. That's pretty decent. Almost a fifth of our investment has already been recouped, so not too shabby, not too shabby. And what we'll do is we'll take this, and we're actually going to turn this into XP. At least I hope to. So let's see how much XP this can get us in the form of XP bottles. Looks like they've been hard at work here building up this area. This looks like a nice area right now. So if we come over here, there's a little monster there. Nice. Let's see what we got at the Emporium here. So let's see, what does this say? The derpcoin TM exchange is now located at the info kiosk. Okay, so things have been changing here a little bit. Hopefully they still got XP here. Yes, portable XP, here we go. Yes, this is what we need. Okay, so 4 derpcoin for 8. So if we split these into 4s, like that, that means we can get, let's see, 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. And we just put all these in here. Sweet! Alright, that's great. So, with this extra bottle of enchanting and things, we can now just do this. Repair the rest of our shovel, I think. Hopefully we'll have enough. Beautiful. Alright. No need to go to the end. We got derpcoin instead. So with our tools now fully repaired, thanks to our stake in derpcoin, I think we're ready to now maybe work a little bit more on the canyon, because there's still a lot of work to do here, believe it or not. We have to add in the entire Enchanted Desert, so namely this area of orange concrete powder and of red sand around the entire canyon. So that means all the areas you see here, this has got to turn into orange concrete powder and red sand, like this area over here. So that's a big task. And I've been thinking recently about like what we need to make the task. So that's why I've been sort of oxidizing copper over time. We let this all oxidize over here, and I gather it up, put it in my copper chest. So I think we're good there. Amethyst, we got Amethyst Farm over here, so we're good there. And we've been slowly collecting these crystals over time. And in fact, we might need to collect some over here right now to make this happen. Although these are pretty small right now. There's a medium one. We'll get that one. Let it float up. Any other medium ones? Nope, they're all small. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'll just show you here. We make our way over here. We have been collecting some over time, and we got quite a bit at our base too. So there's some large buds, small buds, medium buds, and some clusters as well. So yeah, that's been going well. So that's pretty much covered. Let's see. We got lichen and cactus we can buy from people, I think. Same with the moss. We got plenty of ferns. We got plenty of dirt and gravel to make the... What happened here? Yo. Why is there orange concrete here? Pearl! What have you done? Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened here, guys. I think maybe Pearl was trying to clear off snow from her mountain, and yeah, the water flowed like all the way down here, which I hope is not the case, because that can actually break stuff like dead bushes and things. Although it can't really break too much of this stuff, so like the coral and the amethyst crystals and the sea pickles and stuff, as well as the lichen actually. Those all survive flowing water, so not a huge loss here, but yeah, we definitely want to figure out what happened here, because yeah, that's kind of crazy. I think there's also some over here too, yeah. A little bit over here as well. So yeah, we'll have to talk with Pearl and see what happened. And yeah, hopefully can prevent another episode like this from happening again. Just get this off of here. Put that back down like that. There we go. I think everything else is fine. Anyways, let's talk about some of the other blocks that are here. So ferns I think we got enough of. The thing I think we don't have enough of though is sea pickles. These things, because these are one of the few blocks that are in both the lower Enchanted Desert as well as the upper Enchanted Desert. And we have a lot of these sea pickles around here. So we need to get a bunch of these, but I don't think anybody sells them. Like, we can't easily buy them. And they also have to be collected manually unless you set up a farm. So that might actually be worthwhile for us to do. So let's just come on down here. We'll dump off this concrete we collected here. Dump off our concrete powder. Dump off this. And we'll see how many sea pickles we got. I think we got just a few. Yeah, 10 stacks of sea pickles, which is probably not going to cut it, considering how many we use. So I think today we set up a sea pickle farm somewhere in the canyon. So I think maybe for the sea pickle farm, we go ahead and we put this somewhere in the far side of the canyon, i.e. not close to our storage area over here. So maybe somewhere like down here, or even down in this very low part of the canyon down here could work. So let's go investigate and see where we could potentially put this thing. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we go down here for this. There's a spot here directly behind the pointed dripstone farm, right up there, that would work nicely here as like a little cave. And there's also a similar spot that's over here, a little bit further along, down this direction here, which is actually kind of like at an intersection. Like there's a path leading here, and then a path leading here down to the rooted dirt farm eventually, and other places in the canyon. So maybe this would work nicely, right? Because you can come down straight from this path, and you go right into the sea pickle farm. I kind of like that. You know what? This is where it's going to be. This is where it's going to be. So I think we'll probably need to clear this out here, like this, and this will go into our sea pickle farm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the entrance and the cavern that will house the sea pickle farm now dug out. So it looks like this. And with this now dug out, I've been kind of brainstorming what I want this area to look like what the theme should be. And I'm thinking, since we're going to have, sea pickles in here, obviously, since it's a sea pickle farm, you got to have sea pickles. I'm thinking something that's green, and then we'll have to have water to support the coral to make the farm. So it needs to be blue. And I thought, what block is both green and blue? And I thought that this oxidized copper, this one right here, would make a perfect candidate for a block to use. So we're going to be utilizing this block and making basically a blue-green copper, oxidized copper room. That's going to be sort of the theme of the room. And so we'll need to get out some of these, and we can also turn these into the oxidized cut copper. And so I'm thinking like maybe we have like some pillars of these copper, right? Like this. And then maybe over here. Something like that to sort of make an entrance type of feel. And then we have, some stairs and things that sort of like add a little bit of depth. So maybe it's like this and like this. Something like that. So it sort of like channels you in to the center of the room. So you're directly centered. And then we want to have in the direct center here probably something similar. So like we'll have stairs surrounding the sea pickle farm, and then the sea pickle farm itself like right in the middle of the room as sort of like the focal point. I think that will look really, really cool. So that's kind of the plan with this room. Now I have also designed a brand new sea pickle farm for this sea pickle cavern, I guess is what we should call it. So let me get some stuff down here. Let me make some pillars and stuff around the area, and then we'll make the actual farm in the center. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a little bit of work, we got the sea pickle room decorated. Looks like this. Obviously, lots of copper, lots of oxidized copper, which gives us that seafoam green, which is nice. We also went with like a little bit of like an electrical feel to it, like an electrical industrial feel, with the lightning rods on the top, which are supposed to be like coming out of the chiseled deep slate here, and that's supposed to like be what's powering these lanterns. At least that's sort of how I'm thinking of this as. We got some hidden lighting behind these honey blocks here in the form of the glowstone. And yeah, of course we have the dried kelp, which provides a little bit of like a sea plant feel to it. After all, kelp does grow in the ocean. So yeah, that is all working quite nicely. We also got the entrance here done. So yeah, rooted dirt, a little bit of raw iron. Nothing too major, but yeah, had to be done. So got that all figured out. Now it's time to actually build this thing though. So let's get out a little bit of redstone stuffs here. And you know what we're going to need? We're going to need I don't know if I have one. We need a water bucket. Do I have one here? I do not. Let me grab one real quick. Be right back. Alright guys, so we got a water bucket and we went and got some water so we could waterlog all these stairs. And let's go ahead and now build this sea pickle farm. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to dig down here one block by these stairs here. And we actually are going to dig out underneath of all the stairs. Like this, and like this, and this, and this. There we go. And we're actually going to use the water bucket to waterlog everything down here. Like this, and like that. There we go. Okay, perfect. So that's that first part. And now we just need to do this, where we place down pistons all around like that. Very good. Okay, that part is done. And now we need to go ahead and place down our coral like so. Very good. So coral down like that. Now we're going to get more water. Place water here so that doesn't happen. So we'll need this here, and this there. Very good. And we actually have to replace this in the middle. Very good. We can go ahead and put sea pickles down in the middle here now. Very good. And we need a dispenser. This is going to be what bone meals the entire thing. So let's use these as a sort of building block. There we go. And we need to put a thing here, and there we go. So that's facing down. So our bone meal is going to go inside this dispenser. All right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put down a lever, which is going to control this dispenser. I'm going to put this lever over here. And now we need to set up a clock so that when I flick this lever, we want this dispenser to be dispensing bone meal a couple of times. Then we want the pistons underneath of these brain coil, these guys down here, to fire, pushing the sea pickles up, and then we need these all to also spill out. So yeah, that is the plan. So we need even more water, believe it or not. So we put water here. We put water here. Put water here. And we put water here. And so this basically makes our fountain so that anything that, you know, enters like this floats up and then is pushed out to the sides like that. Where we can pick it up by simply walking around. That's sort of the goal of the farm. So now we need to get back here, which we will do here. And we need to make a clock. And we'll see how it goes. So we basically want to have some stone bricks in here, because that's what you need to do if you're a good redstoner. Make a block that you always put redstone on, so you know if you hit that block, then yeah, you need to fix something, or you broke redstone above you. So we always use stone bricks for that. So we're going to make a little clock here. So we're going to have this controlled. This is going to be basically the on state of the clock, and this will be the off state. So this will basically lock this torch, and then we're going to need to have something like this here. So we'll have 2 repeaters on full delay like this. We're going to have a block here. We'll have a block here. This will go into this. And then we're going to have this run back this way. So we're going to need repeater on full delay. We'll need a stone brick slab right over here. And then this is going to go into a block. So now this should make a clock. If I turn this off, you'll see pulse, pulse, off, pulse, off. Cool. Clock is made. All right. And then when we turn this on, you see it stops going. So that's great. Next thing we need is we need a split of the signal. So we need this to split here. One part will go to the dispenser, and then the bottom part will go to the pistons. So that's how we're going to control this thing. So let's make the part that goes to the dispenser first, so we can test that, make sure it works out okay. So we're going to need to have this come up like this. And the reason we're doing this, we could just run this redstone straight over to the dispenser, but I think it would be cooler if we had it come from above, right? That's why I made this hole here. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have it drop in from above so that the impact on the room visually is minimal. So we make our way in here, and we're going to basically just tower up here. We need to put, of course, some torch action back here so we can see where we're going. And so we're just going to dig up here like so till we get on top of the roof of this thing, which hopefully we will find soon. Yep. Okay, here we are. This is it. All right, very good. Let's put down some more torches so we can see something. So I think we should be close. Yes. Okay, so right here is where we need to be. So we'll just do like this, dig this out. Okay, so let's bring this up here. Put down some stone bricks, stone bricks. Stone bricks here. Stone brick here. Okay, very good. So let's make sure we don't run out of signal strength here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Very good. And then we're going to make a pulsar here. So we're going to have comparator on subtraction mode, comparator on subtraction mode. Then we're going to have Dust, 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 dust. Like that. And then we need to have here a observer facing upward. Or sorry, facing downward. And we'll have a whole string of observers facing downward from there. And that's how we're going to get the signal down. So it should have a pretty cool, like, industrial look to it. So like this. And down like this. And like this. Beautiful. Okay. So, let's get back up here and cover the top of this with a single piece of dust. Bada boom. There we go. We heard the dispenser click down there. Very nice. Just going to put down some torches here so we can see some stuff. There we go. Okay, so now let's see if this works. Let's get out a little bit of bone meal. This is some of the bone meal we made last time. There we go. And let's just get a little bit more of it. There we go. Okay. Alright, so bone meal is in there. So now when I flick the lever, we should see this get bone mealed. Then it should stop being bone mealed, and then we should see it get bone mealed again as the clock pulses here. So let's just test it. Okay, bone meal, stops. Bone meal, stops. Bone meal, stops. Yep. So yeah, you can hear it pulsing, even though it's not doing it, it's not making any more sea pickles, but yeah, it's pulsing every once in a while, which is exactly what we want, and we turn this off by just flicking the lever. Very good. And so if I were to, like, get rid of all these, right, except for, of course, the middle one, which is the one being bone mealed, if I turn it on again, there you go. Perfect. Yep, it's working. Alright, so that's exactly what we want to see right there. So, first part of this is now done. Second part is we want to hook up the pistons underneath the coral. That way all these shoot up and the sea pickles are broken and they float to the side where we can collect them like that. And so we just walk around and collect these. That's all we have to do in this farm. So let's hook that up. It should be pretty easy to hook up. All we got to do is just simply put a stone brick down like this with the dust on it. And then just simply run this line down to the pistons down here. But we do want it to be a little bit delayed so that we can first get the bone meal applied to the sea pickle and then extend the pistons and retract the pistons. So it has to be a little bit delayed, but it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. So let's go ahead and get that hooked up right now. Okay guys, so the pistons are now all wired up. So we have just a target block with a torch on top, and that's connected to the redstone line coming from the timer on a bit of a delay. I'm not sure if this is too much or too little delay, but we'll have to sort of play it by ear here and see how it goes. So let's make our way on up and test this thing out. So again, the idea with this farm is that it basically spews the sea pickles out like a fountain. So we want the sea pickles to be like coming out like this every which way in 360 degrees around the the central area here. So let's go ahead and just turn it on, see what happens. Okay, bone mealing happening, pistons shoot up, and the sea pickles come out. Bone mealing happening, sea pickles come out, they come out again. Oh yeah! That's what we like to see. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. A sea pickle fountain is born. Beautiful. That timing actually looks pretty good. You can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like there's like 5 or 6 bone meal there, and then the pistons fire, which is exactly what we want to see. Might want to add maybe another like tick or two just to give it enough for the last bone meal. Like give the last bone meal a chance to get in there. Let's get another repeater here. May add just one more tick of delay here. But that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I think we got it. Let's see. We'll do one tick. One tick more. Yeah, one tick more. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So, get up here. Let's see it one more time. Let's see it one more time. Up close this time. So, bone meal's applied. Pistons fire. Bone meal's applied. Pistons fire. And at all times, the coral are surrounded by water. So, yeah, that's why we had to have water beneath these stairs as well. And that's also why you can't have the other coral blocks on the very corners, which you might have seen in other farms. But yeah, that's not possible with this one. But look at this. Look at all this sea pickle action here. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Just spewing out. Just spewing out like a sea pickle fountain. Magnificent. Look at that. We already got several hundred sea pickles here, it looks like. Let's just dump these off in here. Picking up more right now. Just go and pick these up here. Very good. Yeah, this is perfect. This is what we needed. This is what we needed, guys. This will get us plenty of sea pickles for the Enchanted Desert. Look at that. So many sea pickles. Okay. Perfect. This farm is done. So we just turn this off. Put the blocks back. And yeah. Sea pickle farm complete, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and pick up all this stuff. We'll dump off these sea pickles over here. Pick up our redstone box. Pick up our bed. Pick up all this stuff we don't need in here. We're going to keep the crafting bench and the end chest. And yeah, farm complete, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Look at that. Looks good and functions good. Can't beat it. So let's do a test with the sea pickle farm. Let's see how long it takes to fill up one full shulker box with sea pickles. So I'm going to load up, obviously, the bone meal first. Then we're just going to turn it on. And we're just going to basically go around collecting these sea pickles from the sea pickle fountain. And just see how long it takes us to get to 1,728 sea pickles. So, yeah, let's do it. Alright, we're coming to the end here now, I believe. So, yeah, final bit. And if we go around one more time, we should have enough as the farm continues to produce. Yep, there we go. Alright, so there we have it. Let's see how long it took. Alright, guys, so I've crunched the numbers. I've done the math. It took 6 minutes, 10 seconds to fill up the shulker box here. Plus, we got a few extra sea pickles. And since the shulker box is 1,728 items, that means we got a total of about 4.7 sea pickles per second and when the farm was running and when we were running around collecting the items. And that means per hour we get 17,000 sea pickles per hour. So yeah, that means we can open up a sea pickle shop, make a sea pickle biome, develop sea pickle merchandise. So the point is, this farm works really well, and I'm really happy with it. So 17,000 sea pickles per hour, going to be more than enough in just 1 hour that we need for the entire Enchanted Desert, I think. But yeah, regardless, sea pickles no longer a problem for us thanks to this farm. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was a lot of fun making that little sea pickle farm. That's something I haven't done in a little bit of time, but yeah, it was great to get back to basics for a material that we desperately need, and hopefully we can use it in the near future to expand the Enchanted Desert. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.